Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Horsepower Obsessed. Today we are going to take the ZR1 up to Latrobe, Pennsylvania and have new tires put on it. All right, so maybe not the entire ZR1. So what we're actually going to do is take the front wheels off and take them up with the front tires to have this particular shop mount them. Now, for those of you who don't know, apparently the Sport Cup 2s and even the Super Sport tires for the C7 Corvette specifically are very hard to mount. So I've had a lot of people tell me they can't do it, they won't do it, whatever the situation may be, but I found one guy who is willing to and claims no damage will happen. So I'm gonna take them up to him and see how it all works out. Now, believe it or not, the car has about 7,400 miles on it, and these front tires are showing thread on the inside. So they are no longer any good. The rears are not showing thread. There's still a little bit of life left, but I bought all four anyway because I'm just gonna replace all of them at the same time. Plus these ones may be losing some of the rear tread here very soon. And before we continue, I just wanted to thank today's sponsor, and that is a company called Off the Record. They actually fight traffic tickets and misdemeanors for drivers across the country. When you book a case with Off the Record, you're matched with an experienced local lawyer who handles your case from start to finish. Off the Record has successfully contested and dismissed tens of thousands of traffic tickets and misdemeanor charges. If they don't keep the ticket off your driver's record, or at very least get the ticket fees reduced, they refund the money to you. Now, because you guys are such loyal fans of the Horsepower Obsessed YouTube channel, you actually get a discount on that website. So if you find yourself in a position where you need a service like this, you can actually go to www.offtherecord.com/HPO, and that will save you 10% off. That link will be in the description down below as well if you guys are interested in checking it out. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can give you guys a shot of what the thread looks like on this car. It's pretty bad. Let's see if we can get down here far enough. Yep, there it is. Look at that. That's pretty bad. That's the driver's side tire, and of course, the same thing happening over here with the passenger side. So for those of you who don't know, the alignment issues with the C7s right off the bat is not very good, but what are you gonna do? Oh, and one last thing. Yeah, I got a new wheel. So the passenger side wheel that has the rock gouge all the way through it is getting replaced with that one in the front. Obviously still a stock wheel, still the satin graphite color, so nothing huge there, but that issue is finally gonna get fixed. For those of you who don't know what issue I'm talking about, I'm gonna show you here in a second. There is an actual ring that got ground into the wheel. You can kind of see it right there. That silver ring right under the rotor goes the whole way around because a rock got stuck right there in between the caliper and the wheel, and it ground out a nice, perfect chrome circle inside of my brand new ZR1. That happened with probably 500 miles on the car, so I've been suffering with it since then. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pop the wheels off, throw them in the Colorado, head up to the place up in Latrobe, Pennsylvania that's gonna mount these things for me, and you're coming along, so let's get to it. And for safety, some jack stands. And for those of you who don't know, there was a recall on Harbor Freight jack stands, so make sure you check yours out to make sure they are safe. So this part's a little iffy because there are styrofoam protectors that you're supposed to put in there around the carbon ceramic rotor to make sure it doesn't get chipped. But I've done this a million times and I'm able to get that off there without hitting it. So for any of you who haven't done this before, make sure you use those styrofoam protectors. Ooh. So, yeah, these not just showing thread, but right here, there's actually some metal. These things need a change for sure. They are worn much worse on the inner side though, so this car needs an alignment, something fierce. That will be coming next. So I have to go get the tires put into my truck, and I asked my wife to pull her car out to leave me enough room for the truck tailgate to open, and this is what she leaves me. Now, what's surprising here is this tailgate actually does clear the car. But as you can see, right there, just barely. So this is what you guys can count on. If you're married, this is what you can count on. This is what your wife will do for you when you ask her to give you enough room for your tailgate. And just like that, guys, we are here. This is called West Point Auto Works. This is in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, right outside of Latrobe. So if you guys are familiar with where Blackout Tinting is, this is only about 15 minutes or so from there. I got both my front wheels and the 2 new tires, as well as the new wheel inside, ready to go. So let's head in and see if they can get these done for us. So we just dropped off the wheels, guys. He's not able to get to them right now because it is like 4:30 already. They're closing up. So he's gonna finish them up for me, and we're gonna be back here tomorrow to pick them up. So as usual, it's gonna seem like a couple seconds for you, but it's gonna be an entire day for me. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, it is the next day. Actually, it's about a week later because the company up there, West Point Auto Works, was not able to get the tire mounted for the ZR1. Buddy was really upfront with it and let me know what was happening. So I still recommend them as a shop because he told me they're actually going to go ahead and buy the machine necessary for this because of the fact they couldn't do it for this car. Now, not just for me specifically, but any high-end car will be able to be done now at West Point Auto Works. And I really like the look of their shop and everything looked really great up there. So I'm glad that they're going to get it all set up so I can go there in the future. But for the time being, what we have happening here is a place called Go Mobile Tire is actually going to come to my house right here in the driveway and mount these tires for me. So I actually already had him do one just to make sure he could do it without any problems. And sure enough, he has a fully touchless machine that literally never even grazes the wheel. So one of the tires is done for the ZR1. He is coming to do the other tire. So this one's done. And as you can see there, that's the stock tire and wheel, of course, completely trashed. This is a new wheel and the new tire. They will be installing these for me here in about 5 minutes. He's gonna arrive. I'm gonna show you the process because it's really cool the way it's done because of the fact that it's mobile and the fact that these wheels are not easy to mount. Not easy at all, and he's able to get them done because he's really good at his job. So anyway, they should be pulling in here any second and we're gonna hop in and kind of film the process. And this is it, guys. So he just showed up. He's gonna take off the old tire off the old rim first, and then we're gonna go ahead and put on the new stuff. But this is the company. Like I said, they literally come to your house. They'll literally jack up your car, take off the wheels, put the new tires on, put the wheels back on, and leave you with the bill. So you literally don't have to do anything. There's no waiting in the tire shops or anything like that anymore. Obviously, this is a pretty nice arrangement here. He's got all relatively new stuff inside. They're just taking off the old tire now, like I said. That is one old tire. Getting the new tire on the new wheel. Easy that time.
Just gotta put me under a little pressure. You know?
Yeah, right. He made that look easy. It's not really that easy, guys.
It's not. I'll be the first to tell you, it's not that easy. And this is a front. Rears are much harder.
Whenever he balances these, he also uses black wheel weights because, you know, the wheel's black, so everything's got to be black. You can see that it actually puts a laser where the wheel weight needs to go. Pretty interesting. These things used to be so different. I remember watching these things spin at like what looked like 100 miles an hour.
Yep. That was the old school. Of course, if you want to go way back and get the bubble balancer out, you know, you can do that too. Might not be quite as accurate. That's what we want, all zeros.
All zeros. Good to go.
Go Mobile Tires Pittsburgh. Call us for your needs.
Definitely check them out, guys. Only guys who could do this for me for some reason. And that is 2 Corvette ZR1 wheels officially and successfully mounted. So as you guys saw there, his name is Adam. He's from the Go Mobile Tires franchise in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and very professional, very good at his job. He was able to mount those things, not scratch them. The thing didn't even touch the wheels. The second time around especially, he was able to get that thing done. It was not even 10 minutes. That thing was mounted and aired up. So definitely good experience there. I will definitely be using them for the rears whenever it's time for those to be changed out. As you see, I do have the rears right there ready, but these ones are gonna be sent off in a spectacular fashion. The ZR1's still here. I did not trade in the ZR1. I'm keeping both. This car is way too gorgeous to get rid of. I need new tires on it, of course, so it's been laid up for a little bit, but stay tuned, guys, because there's gonna be a massive amount of C7 and C8 content coming. You're definitely not gonna wanna miss it.